Hi guys, this is Khan Husmek from Southeast.pictures. We are currently sitting with none other than the decorated MMA fighter, kickboxer, and now bare-knuckle boxer. He is a World Muay Thai champion and a finalist in the Scandinavian K1 Max tournament. He has fought across the globe and fought in promotions such as One Championship and has earned the right to be where he is today through blood, sweat and tears. With 117 wins, 61 by which are coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dzhabar Askerov. How are you, brother?
Alright, good bro. Yourself?
Good. Now let's go back to where it all began. You're from Kura, Dagestan.
Yes.
Now, there's something special in the Dagestan waters. We've seen it with the likes of Khabib Nurmagomedov and his career and what he's done within the UFC and other Dagestan fighters for that matter. There's something special. Now, to any fighter fan, as soon as they hear that, it catches their attention. Explain to us what it was like growing up in Dagestan and why a young Dzhabar chose the sport of a martial artist.
Well, in Dagestan, every family, if you have a boy in a family, kid boy, everyone gives the kid to the sport straight away. That's the first things, and there is no doubt about it. You know, like it might be boxing, it might be free wrestling. So when I was a kid, my dad chose me to give it to judo because my older brother was doing it, and he's been doing it well. So I trained for a bit and stuff like this, and then I switched to kickboxing as well because choice of my dad, which I really eventually I liked it and been doing well in it too, you know. But why everybody choose in Dagestan martial arts? Maybe in some way there's not much anything else to do, so everybody try to make up better life through the sport.
Yeah.
And 99% of kids does martial arts. It's a rough place. You have to be tough there. Mm-hmm. That's one option, and the second one is to get in your life, like better place in your life.
Do you reckon it's the lifestyle? Yes, the lifestyle that makes you guys so good?
It is, man. It's just like a lifestyle. It's a rough there, and you know there's it's like a lot of wolves there. It's like a wolf packs, and you have to be a boss there always. Everybody try what do you call challenge each other. Yep. All the time, even on the streets or even anywhere else, like school and stuff like this. So everybody try to stand up for yourself. To stand up for yourself, you have to learn the martial arts. And that's what kids does. They go to the free wrestling and then martial arts somewhere else, you know. Yeah. They just, you have to be tough. That's no doubt in Dagestan, you have to be tough. That's it. That's
and
why.
It's seen in your fights, it's seen in Dagestan's fights. You guys are tough as it comes.
Thanks.
Now, you did mention that you started off in judo. Your father introduced you to judo, then you made the switch to kickboxing when you were 9. Then you moved to Thailand, so on and so forth. Explain to us why you decided to pursue Muay Thai as opposed to judo.
Well, it wasn't my choice, it was my dad's choice. He saw that brother was doing really well in the judo, and he decided maybe someone should be a striker at home, you know, not like a grappler. So I didn't like it really. I said many times in the interview, I didn't like it from the first day when I go to the gym. It was really hard for me. I was one of the smallest kids there. I was always been beaten there in the sparrings. I was always copying it. And I didn't really like, but when my dad asked me, do you like it? I see that he likes it and he wants it. So I have so much respect to my dad. I said, yes, I do, I like it. So that's how I stood there, continued doing what he loved, and eventually I loved it, you know.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Now, going off the experiences that you've had, you fought all over the world, you've experienced so much things within your career. Explain to us a moment that stands out and that sticks to you, whether it's before, in your camp, during the fight, or after the fight. A moment that sticks with you, whether it's funny, crazy, or anything like that you can share with us.
Man, the craziest part of it, the fight isn't crazy. The fight, it's basically the lightest part of everything. the camp. That's the hard part, and nobody sees, you know, like when people they see the result of the fight, they sometimes you might lose, sometimes you might win, and then when you lose, people blame you, you know, oh man, he's not good and stuff like this, but nobody sees what's behind of that fight. Then it's a camp. Sometimes, let's say in my age, you know, I've been doing it for 30 years, almost 30 years, fighting, camp every day and stuff like that, every year, many time camps going on through, you know, and sometimes you get exhausted. And that's the hard part, sometimes mentally going crazy, like honestly, like my last camp last year, I was getting ready for a fight in France, and the camp's supposed to be 8-12 weeks, from 8 to 12 weeks. I was starting it, and after 4 weeks, I was here. It was, I'm over it, you know. But you're going through that, you're going through the pain. It hurts, it's sparrings, it's twice a day training every day, but you kind of sometimes you feel like you're overtrained, you know, but then you have to give a little time off for yourself, maybe a couple of days, and then you get back fresh and get back to the camp again. But that's a hard part, and that's the craziest part, man. Like a lot of people doesn't see that one. Everybody thinks that's a fight, you know, and why he did bad, why he did good. There's heaps of stuff in the camp, during the camp, what's happening. Sometimes you go mentally crazy. Sometimes you arguments with your coach. Sometimes you're unhappy and you can't argument with your coach out of respect. You keep it, you know, you're holding everything into you, you know, and it plays a big effect eventually, you know. For sure, you've got to be mentally tough. Yes, you have to be mentally tough, and every fighter who've done it on the top, I respect them. No matter how the fight go, I know what is behind of the fight. I know where they started from, you know, how it goes and stuff like this. So that's why you should give them big credit and respect.
Awesome. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but from our sources, we believe you signed with bare knuckle boxing. Is that correct?
No, I haven't signed up, but I've been talking, the talk been forcing back with bare knuckle. We're still dealing with them, and my goal is really there. I want to get the Chad Mendes. I know he signed up with bare knuckle, and I really want that fight, and I want to show to the world a real fight. So, but that's all about. That's what I want. That's awesome. That's my goal, it's my target.
That's awesome. Now, we saw that you just currently mentioned Chad. Now, you've made a post on Instagram. Do you mind if I read it out?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey boy, at Chad Mendes, let's make it happen. A real fight. Not this YouTuber daddy boy Jake Paul bullshit who never made the journey from the bottom to the top. Let's show it to people what a real fight is, and you have the chance to be tested by these Dagestani gunshots. Trust me, it'll be way harder to handle than the Irish cupcake at Notorious MMA. How many fight deals you signed? 3? You won't last one with me. Now, going off what you just posted, why Chad Mendes, and why do you want to deliver Dagestani gunshots in the form of fists to his face?
Well, Chad, I know Chad is a good fighter, man. I've seen Chad fights in UFC, but bare knuckle, and especially boxing and bare knuckle is totally different things. You don't have wrestling there and stuff like this. And I know Chad is explosive, entertainment fighter to watch. So, and basically I count myself as well like that. So I want that fight. I want to blast in the ring, you know. I want to like really that fight. That's why the reason I want that fight. I know there's gonna be a good fight. I know audience want to see that fight, and that's what I'm looking for as well. That's why I want to give a test to Chad with Dagestan gunshots, man, and let's see if he can handle it.
That'd be awesome.
It's not a Irish gunshots, man. It's Dagestan one. It's different level, bro. So
for sure,
they should test it.
That'd be awesome to see. Now, Chad, in his last 4 fights, only won 1 against Miles Drury.
Yep.
Now, when you look at this fight on paper, just to the average, you have a significant advantage over him in the striking department with experience. It's as if he's dipping into your house, your bread and butter. It's like he doesn't even have a chance, but how do you see this match playing out if it does happen?
Well, you know what, like people when there's always chance, first of all, it's a bare knuckle. It's not even boxing. It's like a street fight. Sometimes you can be a good striker and fighting someone on the street, and you can't last long, you know, because someone who's been feeded on the street, they know how to fight on the street, but they don't know how to do it in the ring. But same time, bare knuckle is kind of mix, you know, you're fighting in a ring, but you're fighting like in the street, but you just only stand up. So it's the rules is 50-50 for both of us. Who's hunger? The one who's hunger, the one who wants it, he's gonna win it. And I'm that kind of person who wants it. I really want it, and I know that I can do it. And I'm challenging him, I'm calling him. There is no answer yet.
That's awesome.
They've been very quiet.
That's awesome. Now, you've faced legends of the sport, such as John Wayne Parr, Boy Cow. Chad Mendes is predominantly known as a wrestler, but going into the fight, do you think about the accolades that he's accomplished within the sport of the martial arts when you go to fight him, or is this something that you don't think about at all?
Man, honestly, I don't think about it at all. If it was just a boxing fight in the gloves and stuff like this, I would have said, yeah, you know what, it's not fair to fighting a wrestler, fighting in the boxing rules, boxing gloves and stuff like this. But it's different, man. It's once you're gonna jump in the ring, and once you're gonna test yourself with bare knuckles, even though when you spar with someone in a small MMA gloves, even like, let's say I'm a striker, I am striker, I'm fighting someone with a small gloves, just striking without grappling, it's different games. It's turned out totally different. Even after every punch you handle it, your plans change and stuff like this, you know. So, as I said, I don't think it's, you know, it's a big benefit on my side, you know. I'm the favorite and stuff like that. I am favorite in my heart. I know that I want it. I'm mentally favorite for myself. And but it's a fight, so I don't think so, you know, like the fight gives me big credit and he's nobody there, you know. He's a fighter too. He's an explosive fighter. He's an aggressive fighter. He's an entertainment fighter.
So would you say there's that element of respect?
Nah, I don't like. It's not element of respect. It's not. I'm saying that because of respect. I'm saying it because it is, how I see that, you know. But yes, I don't think, you know, about that kind of stuff much. That big what do you call, better siders on me if I fight with him and stuff like this. It's 50-50. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna win 100%.
Awesome. Now, Chad was on an uphill rise, but he got caught for growth hormonal drugs. Now, he got a suspension for 2 years. What's your thoughts on that and other individuals that take performance enhancing drugs?
Man, you know what, like, I believe there is, I don't want to blame a lot of people, man, but like honestly, if you test a lot of fighters, they're on heavy drugs most of the time, because, you know, sport get in that, sport got on that level, people still fighting until 40 years old and stuff like this, and you can't handle it just being natural, you understand? A lot of people, a lot of sportsmen does. How they do and stuff like this is not my business. It's up to them. It's up to each individual, you know. But I don't care if you want to be like a full on gas and wants to jump with me like that. He's more than welcome. I'm ready for that, man. I'm ready for that. Yeah, it's not gonna help him 100%. He can put there anything he wants to.
That's awesome. Now, have you seen his training videos at all? Him hitting pads or anything like that? What's your thoughts on that?
You know what? Like, I've been watching a couple of videos of him, and there is, look, you can be watching man hitting pads. You know, hitting pads and fighting with someone who's gonna hit you too, like a pads, is a different, totally different game. So we can hit pads like a 20 rounds, 30 rounds, and be as a world champion there. Nothing for me, not a big deal. What he does on pads, I did it for 20, 30 years, man. So pads nothing for me, man. Pads, anyone's pads work is for me nothing. I'm looking at them like just another pad work.
Yeah.
When it's gonna come to the ring, it's gonna be a different game. No,
for sure.
That's it.
For sure.
A different story.
Now, speaking upon that, most of your career you've worn gloves in kickboxing, even in MMA. Now that you're going into bare knuckle, to some people and to the average fans, considered crazy, violent, or even illegal to some people. But the fact that you're a professional and you possess the Dagestani gunshots, bare fists, what's your thoughts going into this? How come you chose to do bare knuckle boxing?
Well, I chose this just because I want a big fight. I want a really good fight. And I see, as soon as they sign up Chad, that's it, man. As soon as they sign up Chad, I was like, that's the good fight for me. That's good fight for audience. I wasn't looking like, oh, this is bare knuckle, this is gloves. Anyhow, as soon as they sign Chad, and it was a stand-up fight, I was like, man, that's a good fight for both of us. Because Chad is exposed to entertainment. He's very exciting to watch, man, to this guy. So, you know, that's the only reason for me was, and I never thought of, oh, it's a bare knuckle or it's a gloves. If it would be he signed up with a good promotion where you wear the gloves and stuff like this, I would challenge him there too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't matter for me.
Awesome. Now, after you get done with Chad, what's next? Or should I say, who's next? What can you tell us and the fight fans?
Man, you know what? I would love to, give a lessons to boys like Chad and stuff, to Jake Pauls and stuff like this. But look, man, you know what? Why people goes divide on, some people say Jake Paul is a great fighter and stuff like this, man. He fought Mayweather and they say it's a draw and stuff like this, but Mayweather played with him a game, you know, it's like, it was a business for him. For me, it's not a business. If I fight with Jake Paul and stuff like this, it's gonna be good time to give a lessons to the kid. Doing no journey from bottom to the top, right straight away jumping to the top is not right. It's something wrong with the fighting game. It's going stupid. The fighting game is going stupid. Some way it's good as well, because people who's not been into the sport, they start watching the sport because of Jake Paul. Like YouTubers and any other people, you understand, they just watch Jake Paul, they think he's a great guy. But to get on the top, he never done a journey fighting 100 fights or 10 fights, 30 fights with like hungry young wolves, you know. He haven't done it. He just jumped it there because of his rich families and stuff like this, you know. He just made it. So because of the money, by money he made it. He didn't made it by his toughness and stuff, you know. That's why I would love to fight him if he accept it, but I don't think he's gonna accept it. But anybody else, I don't know, not yet. Let's see first. Let's get a yes from Chad. Let's see what he's gonna say, and then we walk, you know, with the next step.
That's awesome. Now, my last question is, how do you train for something like a bare knuckle fight?
Like, my training wouldn't change much. I would train my boxing skills, my striking skills, but when you fight in a bare knuckle, I know that I made a note in my head that it might be, you can't fight like a boxing, you know. Sometimes you take on yourself on a guard and stuff like this, fight it. You have to move a lot. It's basically a street fight, man. One hit decides everything in a fight. So that's what's gonna happen, and that's how I have to. Training won't be different, but mentally you got to be different into this fight, and preparation mentally has to be different as well. And I'm ready for that, and I'm already on that, you know. All I need to say, Chad, say yes. That's all I want to hear. That's it. Bare knuckle FC, say yes, put the right number, and I'll make it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dzhabar. We appreciate it. We wish you nothing but the best for your future. Ladies and gentlemen, Dzhabar Askerov.